All right, there we go. Hopefully the old camera stays right there. I don't know if it will, but we'll go for it. All right, today we got a little bit of a upper. This is gonna be my first video. So, show us some love. Tell me what you think in the comments. I also got an Instagram, same name as this channel. And, show that some love. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna hit some upper. Powerlifting, classic physique. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but screw it, I'll just hold it. We're probably gonna just hop in there. Obviously, we're gonna bench. Just competition bench. Then we're gonna, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just a full upper day. I'm hitting chest, back, shoulders, arms. Chest, back, shoulders, arms. Yeah, that's about it. Just going for it. I really started not going so much as having a certain program, and more so just like I'm going in there, looking around. Hey, that looks good for today. The gym I go to's got some nice machines. It's got free weights, dumbbells. It's gonna be a good day. It's a good day to have a good day. And I think this guy in front of me is going way too slow, actually. But I think, maybe today, hopefully bench feels good. I can get in there and warm up. It's gonna be pretty nice. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not the biggest guy you'll ever see. So, a lot of people are like, oh man, why is this guy making content? He's not near big enough. I think the same thing. But after talking with a couple of the fellas, a couple of my boys, girlfriend, parents, and everything, they're like, if you enjoy it, go for it, man. My boys, glaze a little bit. They're like, dude, you're plenty big, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, no. You guys must not have enough screen time. I got I'm not going to say it, actually. I'm not going to say how much screen time I have. But, I go on Instagram, I see these guys around my age, and they're just like monsters. I'm like, how on earth are you 17 years old pushing 405? It's just ridiculous to me, So, that's what's always kind of stopped me from posting. But, now it's just like, I enjoy working out. I enjoy, maybe, all right, I'll go. Just had a little Mexican standoff at that stop sign. Those guys didn't want none. But yeah, it's about a 15-minute drive to my gym. So, but as I was saying, they were like, I enjoy lifting, and I really look up to Sam Sulek. He's obviously way bigger than I am. But, I kind of want to, do his little style of content. I'm not trying to teach anybody anything. I'm just kind of showing you what I do, what works for me. If you want to take some from it, go for it. But, I've always loved Sam Sulek, the last couple of years. Just, his philosophy and how he actually approaches lifting. It's like, go in there, lift heavy, eat, recover. You're gonna grow. I've noticed over the last couple of years, just from listening to stuff he says, it's like insane growth. And oh my gosh, it's not even. Why are there so many people? It's alright. We got time. We can talk more. I'm a good bullshitter. What can I say? There's so many people. Alright, I'm gonna say just fucking go here. Alright, we're chilling. We're getting in this turning lane. Of course, it's a red light. so I have to talk more, as if I wasn't nervous enough. But no, it's gonna be fun. It's a red light, so I'm just gonna set you down right here. My steering wheel doesn't really move, but it's all right. That honestly could be the move right there. I don't mind that. You can see me turn and stuff, but I don't know. Let me know. I gotta figure out. I'll probably look up how to do, where to set up my phone. You know, Sam Solik just kind of places it over here, and I'm like, how? Where on earth are you putting it? But yeah, you know, it's Monday the 6th. Saturday was, yeah, that's not gonna work. Saturday was the 4th of July. A lot of people probably went out and partied, you know? And that's not inherently bad. You know, you want to celebrate your country. I'm a patriot. What can I say? But it's not gonna really help you in the long run. You know, just constant partying and stuff, it's not optimal for gains. But, you know, you do it once every 2 weeks, it's not gonna hurt anything, dude. You can still be locked in and go to parties. Just, you know, if you're cutting, maybe don't drink beer. Stick with clear stuff. Well, I just got going 55, it's a 70. I'm switching lanes. Yeah, you know, if you're trying to stay lean, I wouldn't be chugging 40 beers. You know how many calories are in those? It's ridiculous. I cannot drink. You're kidding. Why are you getting in front of me? Anyway, you know, you're trying to stay lean, you don't want to drink a lot of calories. That's stupid, because you still got to eat. Eating is the fun part. Come on now. But yeah, as I said, I'm not old enough to drink, so I don't do that. But you know, I got family that's older. Ones that are trying to stay as locked in as me. They're not tapped like I am. Why are you going so slow? It's a 70. This guy got in front of me, so he could go slow. Not a fan. But yeah, we're gonna come in here. I'm actually pretty close. It might not even be a 15-minute drive. I'm getting toasty, so I'm gonna turn my air up. But I mean, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna throw some weight around. We're gonna ego lift. Actually noticed more growth from ego lifting than the 15-second time under tension. That's where the growth happens. I mean, dude, that's not fun. I don't want to be sitting there counting down the seconds for me to lift, you know? But, ow. Yeah, my neck's definitely tight. But, I mean, the science-based lifter, as, you know, they call themselves, they have good stuff. And in some points, you know, stretch, that's a good part of where muscle is built. I agree with them on that. But whenever they take it too far and take the fun out of lifting, it's like, that's not me. You know, I'm a power lifter, you know, I like to lift heavy. So I'm going to be a little biased, especially, you know, watching Sam Solik over the last couple of years. Who else? Like Mike Mincer's another good one. Mike Mincer stash. Not even close. I can't grow a mustache, but I'm trying. You know, we're getting there. We are getting there. But yeah, you know, I look a lot towards those people because I enjoy that type of lifting. I don't enjoy the 15 reps at perceived rate of exhaustion of 16%. It's like, yeah, it's stupid. It takes all the fun out of it. Same thing with like, oh, another red light? You're kidding me. Same thing with like, don't fatigue yourself. It's like, you gotta save reps in the tank so you can, so you don't fatigue yourself for your next set. It's like, okay, then what did that first set do for you? If you're not going hard, your first set, I mean, obviously after your warm-ups, you don't want to go hard and heavy in your warm-ups. That's how you get injured, and then you can't lift, and then you can't have fun, But if you're not going heavy and hard for your sets, what are those sets really doing for you in all reality? Like, are you just going in there and going through the motions, or are you going to sit there and get stuff done, get bigger and stronger? Me, I go, even with my accessory, I mean, I have a certain reps and set scheme for my compound, my bench, and deadlift and squat, but you won't see me leaving reps in the tank for my accessories. Like, I'm going to be doing probably, I imagine, some form of curl today, whether it be a machine or a free weight. And yeah, you're going to see I'm not leaving anything in the tank. I'm going till borderline failure. Obviously, I'm not going to go heavy and to enough failure where my bicep rips off the bone. As I said before, that's just stupid. And, I just feel like that would not be... If I rip my bicep off my bone, that's not optimal. But, yeah, we're pulling up. I'm going to go in. It's about 1 o'clock. Go in and warm up. Maybe buy an energy drink. I don't know. Hey, energy drink does not sound too bad right now. Been away all week at a camp, so I guess it's my first day back. But we've been going to sleep around 1 and waking up about 7 every day at that camp. So to say I am tired would be a little bit of an understatement. And then, 2 weeks, or the last 2 days, we got back Saturday. I haven't been sleeping then either, because we've been going to the lake. It's the 4th. But, yeah, I reckon I'll go in there real quick and warm up, get the blood flowing, and then we'll hop into it, a little upper. All right, so we're going to get into our first set of bench press. It's not going to be a whole lot. It's not going to be very heavy, but we're going to do 6 reps for the first, 4 reps for the second set, and then 2 reps for the first. Progressively getting higher. So, yeah, let's hit it real quick. Alright, so that wasn't very heavy. We're gonna go heavier. And, next week we'll hit a different weight for 6. Probably should have went heavier today, but it's alright. We'll figure it out next week. All right, we're about to start the second set. I realized I fucked up on that first one. I went too light. I didn't do what my program said. So, that really sucks. I went about 10, 15 pounds lighter than I should have, which really sucks. So we're gonna hit this and see how that feels. My second set felt pretty good, so we're gonna hop into this. It's about 220. Try to hit it for a double. Let's get it. Wish it would have moved a little faster, but hey, we're good. We're chilling. We hit it. Let's go. All right, so bench went pretty well. We got a incline hammer strength. It's a different brand, but we're gonna hop into this. People are walking by and I feel so awkward. first set with 2 plates. Felt a little bit light. So I think we're gonna hop into 3 plates here. I took off the pump cover. So I think we might just hop into 3 right here and see how many we can get. Be a PR. So let's hit it. Three plates didn't happen. 2 plates and a 25 didn't happen. So we went back to 2 and that barely happened, which is all right. We'll just stick with 2 plates. We're not getting that strong. All right, so we're gonna move on to back. And I feel like I can start with pull-ups. Mine are sloppy and bad, but we're gonna get it done. Pull-ups was fine. I'm not too upset about that. So we're gonna move to some row, probably just regular cable rows. Cable rows is done. I'm gonna move to tricep extensions. I'm gonna throw the stack and 25 around. It's really fucking loud in here. Just finished the triceps. They're cooked. That was a good couple sets. So we're just gonna go right into shoulders and probably finish with some biceps. Then go check the pump. All right, successful lift. Had a great time. Really fucking awkward having to find a place to talk in between sets. Wasn't a whole lot of dialogue. First order of business is I'm buying a mic of some sort. I can clip onto my hat or whatever. Because that was really awkward. Just like looking around, like nobody can see me. All right. Hey guys. That's why all the camera angles are so weird. Second order of business, we're getting a fucking tripod. I'm tired of like having to find the perfect spot. You know, like, yeah, right there. And people, you really can't see the people. And I'll have to edit some people out. You know, some people, you know, walked in front of the camera. I don't mind. You know, it's an open gym. But they walked in front, so, and I didn't ask if they wanted to be in the video or whatever, so I figured that'd be way too awkward. So I'm just gonna cut them out. So there might be some clips where it starts like mid fucking set. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, successful day. Most awkward interaction of my life. I'm sitting there setting up the camera for the posing after the lift, right? Some girl walks in to this secluded room. It's dark in there. I didn't figure anybody would walk in there. I'm getting my camera set up. She walks in, she opens this door. There's two doors, right? There's a door over here and a door over here. She opens this one and sees me. And she walks to the other door, and it's one big room with just two doors. So I'm like, that's why there wasn't any dialogue. It's just really awkward. I have a girlfriend. She's awesome. So it felt really weird posing in front of a girl. She walked in on me, man. It's really awkward. But, yeah. Figure we'll head home. I'm pretty cooled off. I wanted to, my gym has this scan thing that you can use. It tells you body, I don't know how accurate it is. It doesn't like, it's not a big fancy one, but it tells you like body fat, mass, all this like muscle mass, all this kind of stuff. And I really like it. So I thought I was gonna use that, but I kind of awkwarded out from that posing interaction. Damn it. All right, it's fine. I'll cut that. Maybe not now that I said that. It's kind of funny. But, you know, I really like that. So maybe next time, you know, we can kind of get a gauge on where my physique's at now and where it'll be in a couple months. I'm gonna try to stay pretty consistent posting. But, I mean, you know how it is. Sam Sully does it every day, but he also runs a split where he works out every day. I, for one, do upper lower with rest, so I won't be able to post every single day. Golly, it's hot in here. That's too loud. But, yeah, it was a really good day. On the incline hammer strength, it's a different brand. It's Inspector or whatever. It's the same concept. It's basically a hammer strength. I know hammer strength is the brand, but you know what I'm talking about when I say hammer strength. I really thought after that first set with 2, I could just jump to 3. But, no. Not even close. That was bad. Yeah, it's just, we're learning from it, you know. I realize now I can't push 3 plates like that. Which is a little disappointing, you know. I want to be strong. That's green, why am I stopping? But, it's just part of the process, man. You know, you go in, day out, get your lift done, lift heavy, you're gonna get stronger. I wish I was stronger, but I'll get there, you know. Maybe, I'm not maybe strong right now. I'm actually gonna move over here. Yeah, right here is good. But, you know, I like, shit, what was I talking about? Should probably turn on my blinker. But, yeah, you know, it's a process. You gotta give in to the process. So, we're gonna head home, do some chores, get some grub, then, fucking doom scroll all day. Maybe get some sun. I might go outside. I don't know. But, yeah, I really can't hang out with the boys today. They're all out of town. Stupid. It's whatever. But yeah, definitely tripod, some form of mount for my car. That's gonna be money, because really don't feel like getting pulled over just for the fact that I have my phone up here because I'm taking a video. So I'm kind of like hiding it, but also I gotta get up and go if I want to get on the highway. But also not hiding it, so I have a good frame at least. But if I have it over there on that side, it probably won't be too bad. I don't know. It's just to be continued with all these lifts. We'll get better and better. You know, I'll get less awkward the more I do it. I'm actually gonna go back over here. But yeah, I'll get less awkward. The lifts will get better, better angles. My physique will obviously get better. I think we're in for a good ride. You know, I'll go home and probably edit, make this video and post it. Not any fancy transitions or anything, but like, damn, I'm speeding. Not anything like fancy or stupid looking. You know, I like the genuine type of channel, and that's what I want to build. I want to build something genuine that people can watch. So I might make a intro. That might be pretty tough, but I don't know. But yeah, what else is there to talk about? I guess the powerlifting thing. Yeah. So I do powerlifting, and a lot of people are probably watching that first exercise of 6 by 4 by 2, you know, different sets, getting increasingly stronger. You know, maybe that's not the best way to gain strength. That's what I've noticed works for me. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, you know, you've seen I'm not the strongest guy, but doing that 6 by 4 by 2 has put over 100 pounds on my squat in the last, I guess, 8 months, which really isn't that crazy thinking about it. 7 or 8 months. It's July, so yeah, 7 or 8 months. So I guess it's not like that crazy, but you know, it's getting me stronger. That's all I care about. Well, it works for me, might not work for one of y'all. I'm gonna get like 4 views on this first one. Hopefully not. You know, that'd be pretty sweet. We get a couple more views, maybe a couple hundred. That'd be awesome. And yeah, I'd be really thankful if you watched it to this part, driving home. But yeah, yo, bench went really well today for me. I hit the same weights last week, but I failed, and that's one of my rules for my progressive overload. Is if I don't hit the weight, then I have to repeat the week, because I have like week by week weights, just for powerlifting. You know, I have like I use ChatGPT as my coach, because my school doesn't really have a powerlifting coach for me. All right, we're gonna get in this line. I hate this part of my town because it's so awkward. It's like getting off the bypass over there. It's so awkward. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty excited for this journey on YouTube. I have the Instagram. I have posted one reel and one post. The reel honestly didn't do good. It got a lot of views, but it didn't do good. I got maybe 50 likes on it with almost 700 views. Not impressive. No, I'm not impressed with those numbers. Definitely want to get better numbers out of that. But that's just how it is, you know. You start off slow. It's the same thing with building your physique. It's a journey. My hand is cramping, so I'm gonna move back to this side. But that's probably not smart either. So I'm just gonna let my hand cramp, honestly. What do I have in store? I might, tomorrow, we got lower. I'm gonna squat. Not too excited for that, just because it's legs, but they gotta get hit. You gotta hit legs every once in a while. Actually, I was supposed to hit legs today, but I wanted my first video to be an upper day. So, sue me, you know? I'm not a leg day skipper. I'm a leg day rescheduler, I guess. Screw it. I'm just gonna hit upper all week. What are you gonna do? You gonna stop me? No, you're not. Unless you do. I'd be impressed if you do. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, that's a strange color for a vehicle. It was like bright pink. You probably saw it. Really, I don't know how much I like that. But yep, definitely more videos to come, regardless of how this video does. You know, I don't care. I don't care if I get 4 views and they're my friends. I enjoy doing this. You know, I can definitely tell a difference between how awkward it was on the drive there to the drive home. Monumental difference. Maybe it's just the confidence from having a pump. I have no idea. Whatever it is, I like it. That guy was like full on staring at me as I was turning. He was like, hey man. That was scary. He's turning around. No, I'm just playing. I've noticed one thing about Sam Sulek, and that's kind of where I want to change a little bit, is he's mostly serious, you know? And I like that. I like the serious. But he's not really goofy. Like, I'm a goofy guy, you know? I like to make jokes. I like to crack jokes every once in a while. It's just, I always have, you know? I like to be goofy, a little silly from time to time. But, you know, Sam Sulek, he doesn't really do that. I mean, he'll laugh and stuff, but it's not like, I really don't know how to describe it. But, yeah, that's one thing I want to try different is, you know, cut jokes throughout the workout. Most of my jokes, actually, that land, at least, are, no, I'm not going to fucking add that. It sounds retarded. No, someone jokes, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to say that. I'll just cut that. But anyway, you know, it's like, I don't think, I'm almost home, but, I really don't think this is too bad. I feel like this is a good first video. I mean, you guys decide by watching it, liking, subscribing. Oh, you let me know how you like it. And even if you don't decide to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what I did that wasn't so good. You know, feedback. I don't care how mean you have to be. I mean, it might hurt my feelings a little bit. You know, I'm just a sensitive guy, but no, I'm just messing around. Oh, but yeah, I mean, just feedback would be phenomenal. Well, I'm gonna get some grub in. Yeah, do some work, and I'll probably post again tomorrow. So yeah, see you then.